he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now, got his man at the 40. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of this.
Snags it, and he's open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Iamaleava still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Saying in the gun on third down. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss.
Snags it. Smashes through the tackle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Coming out aggressively. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this team right now has got to be into some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and in their offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now.
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Trojans. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So, see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Using his legs to Tarrington. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And the D denied them on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Trying to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Oh, they blocked the extra point.
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Keeps it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Pressure coming.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem. At 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Off play action. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Wide open downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Running the red zone. It's Temple. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being a...
Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring this one out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
On the option. Pulls it on the option. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Southern Cal. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The ball is out behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And listen, I want to create balance on my offense. I want to be able to run the football. I want to be able to trust you to hand you the football. And you don't have to make big plays, but you can't cough the football up. That's your job. Job number 1, ball security. Really poor job by the running back.
Got enough space. Touchdown, USC. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. He'll start this drive firing. Reels it in down the left side. Running free. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
no idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the 40. At the 30. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown Trojans! His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 40. And another broken. And runs through another guy. Past the 10. Touchdown Bulldog. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Throwing, Imaliava. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldog! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the...
Caught, and he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Imaliava to throw. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. Crosses midfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And guys, I would have a debate up here if you would go for it, but no, they're going for it. Like, they've proven they already go for it, and this is the spot on the field that you see the green on the screen, right? It's go.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking downfield. Found a seam. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Temple. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Imaliava. Bringing the heat. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Imaliava. Finds a man on the left. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
37. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Imaliava to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it down the field. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
When he's a 2-minute offense, when you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires it down the seam. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Georgia going up tempo.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Quarterback's been rolling the dice, and he's been losing in this game. He's got multiple interceptions already. That one should have been picked, but the defender was out of bounds once he caught it.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 21 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Tigers in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings, and it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Off the play fake.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. A shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football? We'll go ahead.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Set to advance on the football. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Throwing, Imaliava unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. 1st down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the Iamaleava to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score. He scores for the 5th time in this game. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more.
Could be an alley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. He's looking to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Power football with the run. Turning it on. What a cut! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. The give to the tailback. There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialed.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Temple. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On the option, he'll keep it on 2nd down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Running back searching for a hole. Got a little grass. The 30. He's at the 20. Georgia. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fakes to grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
there are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Oney just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Iamaleava stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Iamaleava. Dances away. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Iamaleava. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Sends it back in motion, using his legs. It's Temple. At the 20, he's got space. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Trying to pound their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Throwing, Iamaleava. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 25. And they're gonna score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Leaves it with the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Pulled down for the tackle. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, ever since this guy showed up on campus this year, he has made a statement. He's their best wide receiver, and not just on this team, not just in this conference, but in the entire country. This guy's in the Heisman race, David, as a true freshman.
That's just crazy. And again, picking up everything and picking it up in stride, like succeeding week in and week out, becoming the go-to guy at such a young age with such little experience. It just speaks to his talent. It's through the roof.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.